guys, this is Duck No Turkey, and this is another day in the arena. I crafted this pretty neat black-white control deck. I've been playing all types of different decks, trying to get the whole streaming thing down, and I really am glad for all the subscribers and likes and views I've been getting. But I keep running into one problem child, and that's this black-white deck. And the craziest thing was, like, when I went on like Aether Hub and stuff like that to try to find this deck, it wasn't on there. There's a few versions that I've played with the 2 mana guy that learns and gets the lessons and stuff like that. Um, yeah, this was just something I crafted, and we did like phenomenal. Like we went 91% or something. I went from gold to platinum. So this is a really fun deck, and it wasn't too expensive to craft either. So we're starting it off with 2 Cursebound Witch. All the mono black shells have 4 of these guys. I am not sold on it. I think it's definitely a good sack outlet, but if you're not completely a sacrifice deck, you're just more of like a black control deck, you don't need the 4 of this. 4 Eye Twitch, obvious, you get in their sideboard. It's the only thing that will get in your sideboard. Shambling Gas, this is my favorite turn 1 play. You slap this down, most likely turn 2 you're deadly disputing, and turn 2 you've gotten in with 1 damage, you've drawn 2 cards, and you have 2 treasure tokens. It's one of the staples of the mono black decks. Rite of the Oblivion, you could run 3 or 4 of this. I really like it. It's just an exile target non-land permanent with all the non-land permanents in here. It's really, really good. And compared to Vanishing Verse, it only exiles target monocolored permanent. This does everything. So like a Wolves deck, and they throw their Arlen in there, or their Tovolar. We played a few blue-white decks today that threw their Teferi down and didn't think that I had something like this. So that was really nice. Then we got 3 Meat Hook Massacre. This is another one with the Rite of the Oblivion. You could run 4, you could run 3. I just couldn't find any more space. And you can tell that I'm running a lot of 3-0s on here because it was just, you can run 4 Wedding Announcement. You can run 4 Edgar. You can run 4 Brushstroke. But this is just what I kind of crafted. Wedding Announcements, we're running 3. This card is just amazing. I've drafted this a few times in real life and on the game, and usually if you get it, it's pretty good. And usually limited and standard are very different, but this card pulls its weight in both. Being able to draw cards, being able to make a 1/1, it's becoming a staple, really favorite card. Then Brushstroke, the Blood Artist here does so much. I feel it's a little out of place in this deck because you're not sacrificing as much, but to get that extra damage in with Meat Hook, to get that extra damage in with Blood on the Snow is a real uptick for you. And every amount of damage you can take away from them and every amount of damage or life you gain is just so big in this meta right now, especially Alchemy. I really like Brushstroke. Then we got 1 Sorin. I ran a few games today without Sorin. I ran a few games with Sorin. The only time I've lost really with this deck was against a mirror match, and because they had Sorin. So I decided to put a 1-of in there. Got 3 Edgars. Everybody wants the board wipe right now. A lot of board wipes kill things that are under 3 mana. So to have something above 4 mana, that's a 4/4 that dies and comes back, is really, really good. And most times when he flips over and you get those black vampires, people aren't really caring about it. But when you have a few of these out, they start becoming like 3/3 lifelinks. And yeah, it's just a real fun deck. We have 2 Lolth Spider Queens. This card, again, just with any ultimatum of black deck, is destroy your creature's opponents, make it difficult for them. This gets loyalty counters back on it. I've seen versions without this in the deck. I don't know why I've seen mono black versions without Lolth. I think Lolth is the best mono black card right now. Standard, Alchemy, doesn't matter. Blood on the Snow, another card that you guys are all familiar with. This card destroys all creatures or planeswalkers, then returns a creature or planeswalker card with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of snow mana spent to cast this spell. And you can see we run tons of Snowland. We run 6 snow-covered plains, 8 snow-covered swamp. We got 4 snowfield sinkholes, and we got 2 faceless havens. I've seen a few versions with 4 faceless havens. I've seen a few versions with 2, 3. That's always on you. But I hope you guys enjoy this deck because it was really fun playing it today and it was amazing making it. So hope you guys have a good New Year's. Have a good one. It is snowing in Colorado. Hey, and this is a keep in hand. So I'm going to play the Shambling Ghast first turn. The next turn I'm going to play this in tapped. Third turn, get down that Wedding. Oh, even sweeter. He played Field of Ruins, so we don't know what color he's playing. Multani, maybe a multi-color deck. We get in the Faceless Haven, so next turn we could attack with it just in case. And we don't need the 1/1, so if you attack with 2, you get to draw a card. If you don't, you just make a 1/1. And then when it gets 3 counters on it, it transforms and all your creatures get +1/+1. Oh, we are playing mono red, that's funny. I'll just get in with 1 and get a... There you go. Then we could block and Deadly Dispute. Which gets us a treasure token and draws 2 cards. Okay. So, I don't know if he gets 8. Yeah, he gets a lot of lightning bolts into his deck. Maybe should have kept up Shambling Ghast. That's perfect. So if we play the Lolth, this does flip, and those are big enough to kill it, but then he'll get another 8 lightning bolts, so we might want to just go and choose Warrior. I don't think he has another one in his hand. Now these are 3/2s. It's gonna kill our Faceless, that's fine. Oh, decline it for now. Should we use it though? Yeah, we'll just use it. We'll have to see what he's doing. He's playing a very slow Dragons deck, like mono red, burn maybe. It's top 5 cards. I have that till next turn, which is nice for him. So I think the Lolth has him distracted. He's probably going to go for that, but with his hand and my life total, he might start trying to go for that. Well, there you go. Got a lightning bolt out the way. Yeah, that's fine. Does he have a pump spell? A kill spell? They were both gonna die anyways, but guess you don't lose your creature now. I'll delete it now, yes. Nice. So we're going to be taking 9 here, or 8. 9, 8. And then we'll just wipe the field and probably win. As long as he doesn't kill our Blood Artist. Go for the attacks first. He can still kill our Blood Artist at the moment, which is fine. And then we win with the Blood on the Snow. Good game, opponent. Yeah. It's not a terrible hand, but I'm a mulligan. Alright, got about the same hand back. I will get rid of one of these. Yeah. Nice. Good draw. That's fine. That's fine. And we can even do this. Talk about plays. We just made plays, guys. Oh. Well, it was good that we did that then. Good draw. Then to sack this, we can always do this for the flashback. Get rid of his Valkyrie. See what we got. That's really good for us. All his creatures are clerics, so we can do a board wipe with that for even cheaper than the Meat Hook or the Blood on the Snow. probably want to do it now too. Cleric, because that can get way big on one turn. So we're pretty dry right now. I mean, we have nothing really in our graveyard to get back with Blood on the Snow. We could definitely use a nice something like that. That's a good one. And then next turn, we can attack with 2 of them and draw. All right. So that he doesn't get anything back, and then that he will get his Spellbinder back, but we have nothing in our hand. Okay, cool. Can do this for 2. So he gets that first. Oh, now I could make our Blood on the Snow more expensive. It's okay. Why not deal with it? Nice. Ooh, that hurt. It's okay. Oh. Could leave that open. I'm not too crazy with them getting that. I wish it was a Deadly Dispute. That's fine. Now when he attacks, we'll really hit him where it hurts. It's fine. Great draw. 7 to the face. And then next turn we could Blood on the Snow. Ah. Okay. That's fine. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Go ahead and kill his white or blue land. I don't think I survive if I do this. I'm gonna have to try. I think in this game I just exiled the wrong cards. I mean, those were right, but now I'm just trying to draw to try to get to that. So if I do that, 1, 2, yes. Oh, it's Alright, so if I go like this, attack, He has to block. And then I'll do the board wipe. He gets whatever back. And then I'll hit him with the destroy all creatures. I mean, he's the best, isn't he? But he comes back. Let's try. Okay. Can attack. Nice. This is where we have him locked in. I don't think he could win from now. We attack. Boom. Nice. And then we go boom. Good game. Alright, we're gonna keep this. Maybe against dragons. Maybe against mono red. Okay. I did craft a pretty cool dragons deck that I'm gonna be making a video of coming up here pretty soon. Just kind of still play testing it and finding out like the lands and which dragons and what colors. Ooh, scared him with the white. And of course, next turn he could play the Tyrant and kill the white, but it doesn't matter. Our land is just perfect. We'll draw into more white, and we only have very limited white spells. But it also forces him to play the Tyrant instead of playing like a... Oh, look, a different Tyrant. Instead of playing like a Haster. Of course, we can just attack in here. See what he wants to do. So the interesting about Leyline Tyrant that a lot of people don't know about is like you can tap your mana on my turn, and I'm pretty sure you can get it back. Okay, it's fine. I always like the bat here against them. It's kind of like a, oh no, you have a flyer? Like, yes I do. He also didn't play anything that turn other than that kill spell, so we can take the 4, not kill his creature, and get like blockers in there. Yeah, like we're cruising. And then if he does attack this, we can either get that back or we can get Blood Artist back when we do the blood on the snow. And that's what we wanted. We wanted him to drag another dragon out of his hand. Oh, he's not attacking the Sorin. So we want to do this, and then we want to do this for 4. I mean, he can deal us or deal the Sorin some damage, but I don't know if he's gonna. 2 damage, yeah, to Sorin. Alright, so we might take some damage here from like a hasty dragon, but then we can Blood on the Snow, get Sorin back, or even better if we draw something nicer. Opponent could sack his orb to get a dragon into his hand. Regent's a problem because it draws him cards now that he's out of cards, so we're going to want to kill that. You can deal 1 to our Sorin. That's fine. And then having this much treasure and this much land, we'll start chipping in with the Hive. And we may be able to play the Blood Hunter, see how much mana we have. It's each opponent, so that does nothing when we're at a higher life than you, man. Well, the little whelpers. Nice. Alright, so I think we're just gonna wait till next turn. 4, 5, 6. It's 5 mana now. But once we do this board wipe, we should be in a good position for the win. Yeah, and if he attacks, we get to kill it, and then he doesn't draw, I don't think. So that was a big mistake on him. Seeing what he's gonna do. Okay. And it's really tricky to say if he has another dragon in his hand. I mean, we could do this. Reveal, why not? Put out the LOL Spider Queen. Yeah. LOL. We love you. I think Bolt and Spider Queen are definitely the two best planeswalkers in this set right now. And that's fine if you kill them. Because I got the blood. The blood, the blood, the blood. Let's see what you got. I don't even care. I want to get him for damage. Nice. I think that's game. Yep. Alrighty. We're gonna keep this. Blue-white, maybe? Clerics, maybe? Clerics. Let's just do it now, so they don't have any counters or anything. Gonna feel funny if that's clerics, but I think it's blue-white control. We could just slow play it as much as they are. Fun. So against black-white, the other exile card, Vanishing Verse, it doesn't let you target multicolor things. So this is kind of like that deck tech that they don't really see coming. You see, that's funny, we drew it. Okay. Yep. We can attack there. And we could go like that. And at least we got our wedding announcement on board. He can bounce it next turn if he wants. But the wedding announcement, it draws his cards, it makes humans, creatures, and it really forces them to play kind of on their turn, more on our turn. So that's always really well. Same thing with our Edgar. Like, do you want to kill it? That's cool. He comes back as an enchantment. So hopefully we can get to some Edgar action. Cool. So he is gonna give us another free turn, which, you know, against these decks is pretty scary. I mean, I might have wanted to play the Faceless Haven, but then he also could have played very differently that turn. Wish we had something bigger to do on their turns that they're giving us, but it is what it is. So 3, 6. I think Hullbreaker cost one more. Let's see how this works out. Nice. We do have mana open for any shenanigans he has. He hasn't really done anything other than play the Teferi. Good game. That's how you beat mono white, man, or white blue control. Yeah. Woo! Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna keep this hand. Since we go first, I'm not gonna do the sinkhole, and we do have a few drops, so. It's a cool haul. Yep, you can kill my creatures if you want, bro. Ah, I wish that was untapped for the Sorin. Playing blue-white. Let's see what they got. Hopefully they do something here. I just don't want to play into it like a Jawari or something, so. He's probably going to bounce that. I mean, they're blue-white. They have to do something when they lead their mana up. He's going to deal with stuff on his turn. Okay. No? Nothing. Alright, so let's... I mean, you know he has the divide by 0, so might as well just play into it. Because he wanted to bounce this one, but he might just bounce this one instead. And get a little confused. Yeah, he's trying to figure out which one. Yeah, I don't know if that was the right play by him. He might have should have did this one because I'm going to draw and it's going to flip. Which doesn't matter if he bounces it next turn or something. We we've gotten every land dropped off the wedding announcement, so that's just showing you how strong it is. Try to throw this out. And if he does something, well, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He can get back some things next time, but let's just get greedy. Yeah, it's alright, guys. It happens. So Teferi, untap a land, then board wipe. That's fine. Does leave him pretty tapped out, like for that, which is great. And we draw into it. He's gonna have to sacrifice the Teferi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn gets Scary Town with his Hull Breaker and stuff, but we have a lot of removal. And I think with this, it's gonna scare him to death. He's gonna have to bounce that to our hand. And that's just wasting mana that on his turn. That's very valuable. Okay, so he's maybe giving us another turn. Which, I mean, we have a few ways to get him really low, so... Alright, so... I think I want to do this, and I'm going to just try to attack first, see what happens. That's game. Hey guys, this is Duck No Turkey, and we're back here with another deck talk. So all day today we played the black-white control deck. I think earlier I said that we went like 92 or 93%. We went 90 by the end of the day. 90% is still really, really good. That's kind of where you want to be at, especially early in the seasons, to just get you out of gold, into platinum, into diamond, into mythic, and then hopefully into the top 1,500 or 1,200. But with this deck, the brush stroke felt a little out of place. We didn't really see 100% of what the Blood Artist can do. And maybe that's because we're not running as many creatures. I think Wedding Announcement definitely needs to be a 4 of. We weren't running into Wedding Announcement at all. Similar to the Edgar, I mean, we were drawing Lolth and Sorin almost every game, and we weren't drawing these at all. I've seen a few versions online where they run 4 of these and they get 4 out, and it's just crazy to give all creatures +4/+4. Rite of Oblivion, I would run 6. And if I could. Vanishing Burst so many times didn't do anything for us because there's just so many good multicolored cards and decks. But he did his job against your clerics. He did his job against your wolf decks. The only other thing, too, that I might suggest is Blood on the Snow. Again, I'm just huge with Blood on the Snow. I know sometimes it's difficult to get to the 6 mana, but I think with all the treasure shenanigans we have in the deck, to run another Blood on the Snow, I mean, Some people run 4 meat hook. This deck's just really in the trial runs. And I think this is the meta breaking deck right here. So I hope you guys definitely enjoyed the content today.